In the previous lessons, we have shed a little light on the failings of the religious institution called church. In actuality, the church has failed miserably on multiple levels. Consider this. In my birth city of Detroit, Michigan, there are more churches per capita than any other city in the nation. Yet, for all this religion, there is little, if any, change. But why is that? Because religion is impotent. There is no supernatural power in religion. This explains why Detroit and every other major city can have so many churches that fail miserably at impacting and changing culture and society. By virtually all accounts, the kingdom of darkness is most definitely winning in virtually every urban city, and the religious institution called church is powerless to do anything about it on a large scale. Yes, there are ministries here and there that believe the Bible and have made an impact on the culture and society, but the overwhelming majority are totally insignificant. And during the COVID lockdowns, the ruling class told you exactly what they think about churches by calling them non-essential. Non-essential. The ultimate slap in the face and disrespect to the religious church was when the world called them non-essential. And by and large, many churches agreed with their assessment by cooperating with ungodly, immoral heathens and shutting down the operation of God during a time when multitudes were fearful and panicked for their very lives. If there ever was a time for God's people to shine and to deliver a message of power and hope, this was it. But instead of rising to the occasion and ushering in the power and glory of God and wreaking havoc on the kingdom of darkness, the church folded like a cheap suitcase, collapsed like a $1 umbrella. Yes, the religious institution called church has been proven to be non-essential. And as we go further into the last days, the world will become darker and more hopeless, and the religious institution called church will fade into the background, looking and talking and thinking just like the world around them. Brilliance is seen when the background is dark. Have you ever went into a jewelry store and been shown a piece of jewelry with diamonds? When a good salesperson shows jewelry to you, they will place it against a dark or black backdrop. Why is that? Well, when the light hits the diamond, it will begin to sparkle. But this sparkling looks best when it is contrasted by a dark backdrop. So during the end times, when men think they are women and women think they are men, when men marry men and women marry women, when there is all types of confusion and lies prevailing in society and culture, it is against this backdrop that King Jesus is beginning to get his Ekklesia ready to shine. It is during this time when the religious institution called church is embracing the darkness that the Ekklesia will shine and be an ever-present contrast to the evil that pervades the culture. Where the church has failed, the Ekklesia will succeed. The church has failed to represent the government of heaven in the earth. Instead of contending for the culture, the church has capitulated to it. So during these end times, King Jesus is causing the Ekklesia to rise up and fight for the culture. From a position of authority and power, the Ekklesia will begin to arise and execute the will of heaven in earth. Like any good embassy, heaven's Ekklesia on earth will represent the will of their government, which is to set the captives free, which is to destroy the works of the devil, which is to rescue Satan's prisoners of war and set them free to be who God called them to be. Where the church has failed, the Ekklesia will succeed, for she will unite as one under the banner of our King. She will operate in boldness and power. She will declare the edicts of heaven upon earth. Like Jesus, she will bring heaven to earth. So just as religion failed during Jesus' time, yet heaven's Ekklesia on earth turned the world upside down with miracles, signs, and wonders. Likewise, in these last days, where the religious institution called church has failed, the Ekklesia will rise to the challenge and will succeed. The church has failed because Jesus never instituted or established it. Because the church was built upon man-made religious principles and not by God, heaven is not obligated to back it up. This is why the church is impotent and powerless, looking nothing like the book of Acts. But where the religious institution called church has failed, the Ekklesia will succeed because this is what Jesus is building, and he never fails. So when we follow the pattern and do what our King has commanded us to do, the full weight of the government of heaven will back us up, and we will see signs, miracles, and wonders as the Ekklesia once again turns this world upside down to the glory of God.